How are Sophie Cunningham, Lexie Hull improving from injuries? Standard over feeling. Whether or not they will still be playing for the Indiana Fever remains to be seen, but both Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull expect to be healthy by the start of next season. Both players met with the media for exit interviews Thursday at Gainbridge Fieldhouse and were asked about their conditions. Cunningham said her rehab from a torn MCL has definitely turned a corner and anticipates being able to really get going in January, while Hull, who played through a back injury during the 5-game WNBA semifinals versus the Las Vegas Aces, was also feeling better. "I'm excited to sit down and not do anything," Hull smiled. Here's more on both players' recovery. Will Sophie Cunningham be ready from torn MCL injury during the offseason? The response was both encouraging and very on brand. Asked if she anticipates being ready to go at any point this offseason, Cunningham smiled and enthusiastically replied, "Hell yeah, man." The 6'1" guard played 30 games in her first season with the Fever before tearing her MCL against the Connecticut Sun on August 17, the team's third season-ending injury over a 10-day stretch. "I'm feeling really good," Cunningham continued, "and honestly, mentally, I'm doing well too." While no, Egg embraced her spot with the bench mob. Fellow members: Caitlin Clark, groin; Ari McDonald, foot; Sydney Colson, ACL; Chloe Bibby, knee; and occasionally Damaris Dantas, concussion. It was exhausting being on the sideline, unable to do anything during games beyond encouraging teammates and feeding confidence into the team. If there was a silver lining to the Fever's absurd injury situation, it made for a fun rehab room with everyone packed in. "I'm glad I don't have to do that alone," Cunningham smiled. She hopes to really get going in January and acknowledged the injury could have been a lot worse. "I'm progressing quite quickly and I'm really happy about that," Cunningham added. "But I'm so bad at being patient, so I'm ready to get going." Caitlin Clark. There was never a doubt Lexie Hull was going to play Clark. Not unlike countless others, held her breath every time Hull hit the floor through most of the Las Vegas series. The Fever guard suffered a back injury during Game 1 and was listed on the team's injury report ahead of Games 2 and 3. She acknowledged ahead of Game 3 that she was playing through pain, but maintained that she was healthy enough to play, and that's all that mattered. There was never a doubt in Lexie's mind if she was going to be able to play, even if she had pain. Clark said she was going to go out there and play. There was no question. That really just sums up who she is. Hull focused on compartmentalizing the pain, she said during the series, and leaned into the team's mantra of standard over feeling. "Regardless of how your body's feeling, however your mind is feeling, we're here to take care of the Fever standard, and that's all you can do," she said. Hull hoped to stay on her feet a little bit more the rest of the series. She did not. Quite the opposite, in fact, with the guard routinely diving after loose balls and never shying away from contact. Even though getting up afterwards proved quite painful. "I'm like, Lex, you just play reckless," Clark said. But that sums up the type of person she is. She's selfless. She's going to go out there and lay it all on the line for this team. Hull plans to play in the unrivaled 3x3 League this winter. She won the unrivaled championship with Rose BC in the league's inaugural season in early 2025.